take a best-selling and critically acclaimed book and then adapt it into a movie starring A-list actors and made by a well-respected director. Hopefully not the results you got here. Like a home run. But nope, not this ball game. Bonfire of the Vanities is a 1987 novel by Tom Wolfe. Upon release, it was a bestseller and got critical acclaim. The movie is one of the worst book adaptations ever made. The book is 700 pages long, and the movie is 2 hours long. Now, if you had gotten a good screenplay to fix this up, the film might have worked. Instead, it appears that Brian DePalma just ripped out 500 pages from the book and made the other 200 into a movie. The film is about a rich Wall Street hotshot who accidentally runs over a black teen and ends up catching the attention of the media and a reporter. It's a very interesting concept that could have worked if it was done right. However, the movie's biggest problem is how badly it mishandles the characters and the fact it's more miscast than Bad Fishing Line. In the book, the main character, Sherman McCoy, is a rich and greedy businessman that is having an affair. He's an unlikable asshole in the book. Guess what they got to play him in this movie? Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks. Now, Tom Hanks is one of my favorite actors of all time, but he cannot, I repeat, cannot play an unlikable asshole. I bet Brian DePalma was reading the book while eating a donut and said, "Yeah, get the guy from Big to play Sherman. That would be perfect. And you, go get me some more donut." Hanks just looks lost and out of place during the entire movie, which I've never seen happen before. Most of the time, even in bad movies, Hanks can at least put in a compelling performance. Not here. Never once did I buy him as this character. If that wasn't bad enough, they cast Bruce Willis as the reporter who exposes Hanks. Yes, Bruce Willis. The guy from Die Hard was cast as a reporter. Not to mention, he was a British reporter. Willis doesn't even attempt a British accent. Melanie Griffith is also completely miscast and is terrible in this movie. It's almost as bad as her performance in Shining Through, which was just as painfully awful. One of the worst lines in this movie was that godforsaken dead tire joke, which was painfully unfunny.
It's a tire.
The dead tire?
But the film completely fails for other reasons. Terrible script, terrible acting, and terrible directing. Brian DePalma, the same guy who directed Scarface, The Untouchables, Carlito's Way, Mission Impossible, is responsible for this mess. The best shot of the film is the opening, and DePalma had almost nothing to do with it. It's like Brian DePalma was in his trailer watching TV and eating donuts, and after doing one take, he said, "Yeah, that looks good," and didn't film another take. The film looks like a TV production. So DePalma said, "What? Build a bunch of sets and waste a ton of money? Nah, let's just get some cheap sets. Yeah, that looks good. And you, go get me some more donut." The movie takes a satirical book about racism and wealthiness and completely butchers it. The characters are way too cartoonish and the jokes fall as flat as a pancake. The film is boring, embarrassing, and disappointing all in one gigantic and shitty package. You might as well have just taken a film reel, took a shit all over, and then called it Bonfire of the Vanities. It would have been much better than this. Even if I'd never read the book, this film still wouldn't make any sense and would still be a terrible disgrace to these actors. You would think these people got blackmailed to star in this movie. Not to mention that the film is boring. Some scenes either go by too slowly or too fast. The acting is either too over the top or just boring. Characters either look too interested or not interested at all. The story is a complete mess. Scenes from the book are completely removed. Some are combined together. Some are added in that make no sense. The story would have been more comprehensible if you put the book in a blender. This film should be thrown into a bonfire. It's absolutely terrible. It's a complete disgrace to a classic book, and it's one of the most disappointing films ever made. With such great people behind the film, you would think it would be great. Instead, it's the exact opposite of that. It's a piece of garbage, and somebody has to take out the trash. Morgan Freeman is probably the one who hates the film the most. When interviewed about the movie, he said,
When an airline crashes, they say that it's mostly as a result of a series of mishaps.
sums it up so well that I'm just gonna end the review right there. Read the book. Don't even bother seeing the movie. The film flopped in the box office, got terrible reviews, and is often viewed as one of the worst book adaptations. The book is often viewed as one of the best books ever written. The film, on the other hand, is an all-time low for everybody involved, even the guy who bought Brian DePalma his donuts.
I'm a shooting star leaping through the sky like a tiger, defying the laws of gravity. I'm a race.
Hello, this is Maverick, Dren, Zaria. You're on my show right now. So what do you want? This is Brian DePalma. Hey Matt, go get me my fucking donut. First of all, my name's not Matt. It's Maverick. And second of all, no, not when you use that kind of language. Say hello to my little friend. Please don't whip your dick out at me. Fuck you, go get me my goddamn donuts. Look, how about this? I get you your donuts, but you have to autograph my Untouchables Blu-ray Special Edition. Got it? Whatever you say, Matt. And quit calling me Matt. What if I called you Dead Man instead, unless you go get my goddamn shitty-ass motherfucking donut? For crying out loud! It's you who's going to be crying, you stupid son of a bitch. Maverick, Vonchevsky, Ruggiero, Martino, Zartos, Dren, Zaria, and I'll see you in the next life.